Today we'll be upcycling old plastic containers.
Hi, I'm Adarsh Ambari. I'm a rising junior at Archbishop Midi High School, and today I'm going to do a couple of succulent activities with you. I've been growing for succulents for 4 years now, and I can tell you that they are the easiest plants to grow and the most environmentally friendly.
Why succulents? Succulents are great because 1, they need very little water to grow, up to 90% less water than traditional plants. 2, they need very little maintenance. And lastly, 3, they're extremely easy to propagate, meaning that more succulents can grow from one. In today's activity, you will learn how to upscale plastic waste into beautiful planters and learn how to make succulent favors. Some materials that you will need are an old used plastic container or pot, 1 bag of sand, perlite, and potting soil each, 1 succulent. Note that if you are using a succulent, wait at least a day for it to cure, decorative stones or white rocks, colorful spray paint or regular paint with glitter, 1 spray bottle, a designated area like outside in a garden, and lastly, 1 optional item is Spanish moss. Here you can see some of the items that you will need besides the succulent and the soil. Moving on to step 1, or preparing the soil. Take 3 parts regular potting soil, 2 parts of sand, and 1 part perlite, and mix them together well in a large container. This will become your potting mix. You can clearly see a demonstration of how this should look like here, and you can always upscale this to make larger batches. Now on to step 2, or upcycling. Take 1 old plastic container and clean it and dry it. Spray paint it a color of your choosing, or paint it a color of your choosing and sprinkle glitter on top. Wait a couple of minutes for it to dry completely, and fill the pot up with the potting mix 4/5 of the way up. Have an adult do the spray paint while you do the glitter. And always make sure that you are wearing goggles or you're protected when you're handling the spray paint. Here's an example of using already sparkly spray paint. In this example, you don't need to add any more glitter. However, when you are using regular spray paint or regular paint, you might need to add glitter. In this case, make sure that you apply the glitter extremely quickly after you apply the spray paint. Otherwise, it won't stick well. Here are 2 examples that I made using plastic boxes or an ice cream carton. You can see how well they look after you've added the spray paint and the glitter. Now, after you've allowed the planter to dry and added the soil, make a small hole at the top and place the succulent in it. For the succulent, spritz water near the succulent base once a week or when the soil feels dry. With proper care and maintenance, your succulent favor will thrive. Here you can see 1 example that I made using the planter box that I added with spray paint and glitter. Be creative here, and this is how you can really make your succulent favor your very own. Now, after you've added the succulents, you can add decorative rocks in the negative space or Spanish moss, depending on your own creativity. This is 1 example of a final product that I made. Now it's time to make your very own succulent favor using an old plastic container. Thank you for listening.